Hey there, Libra. Welcome to your reading for the week of October 25th. We're going to jump right in here, as always, Libra, and we are going to see what is going on for you at this time here, Libra. Also, at the end, by the way, we are going to pull 3 yes or no question cards. So if you have questions, I will give you time to think your questions. If you don't have questions, that's fine too, because I will just be putting all 3 cards together. And today I'm using the Wheel of the Year Tarot, if you're wondering what deck this is. But you start off in your current energies with the 4 of Swords here. It's kind of funny that this one, it's like a groundhog going into the ground in winter. It's like we're kind of getting close to winter. I know we're not exactly there yet, but I'm freezing today, by the way. So it is like winter outside. And so for a lot of you, the 4 of Swords is like a card of hibernation and kind of entering into hibernation, just like a groundhog would here on this card. So for a lot of you, I kind of feel more of like this withdrawn energy currently. And your crossing energy is the 2 of Wands. So I feel for some of you, it's kind of like putting yourself out there in some area of your life is the maybe challenge at this time. And this doesn't have to be in love. It does look like for some of you it could be love because you have the 7 of Swords in the past, the 5 of Cups, the Knight of Cups here. For some of you, and you have the Hermit up here. So, putting it all together, some of you might be avoiding people. Or you might be avoiding love in general. But, the funny thing about the 2 of Wands is on a traditional Rider-Waite 2 of Wands, it's like the guy is standing at the top of a castle, and he's holding the world in his hands. It's kind of a card of envy, but it's like a card of being envious of yourself, It can say that you are protecting yourself, building up walls around you, which we see here with the Tower, which we're going to talk about, but kind of looking out into the world and saying, maybe I do kind of want love, even though I'm protecting myself right now. That's like the 2 of Wands, It's like he's protecting himself by staying behind the castle walls, but he also is kind of looking out into the world and saying, but I kind of would like some of these things. In the area of your thoughts, you have the Hermit. Again, I wouldn't really say, this is not a criticism, again, protecting yourself, maybe being behind your walls. Even the Hermit does say, it's not necessarily a bad thing for you to be maybe more withdrawn right now. The Hermit is going into the darkness looking for some inner answers. He's doing it for a reason. It's not like he's just, doing it just to be hidden, right? So, I would say it's not necessarily a bad thing if you're feeling more withdrawn this week, if you're feeling like you don't want to put yourself out there with the Hermit. What I would say is, as long as you're finding some inner answers, the Hermit, he puts himself in, this like inner soul searching type of energy, right? He is the card of the dark night of the soul as well. But again, he finds something. He finds his inner light. He finds the answers he's looking for, something. In the area of your foundation, you have the Tower. Not necessarily a bad thing. The Tower, normally there are 2 people on the Tower, and it kind of represents the fact that they have built the walls up around them too high, and they are maybe protecting themselves from things that they don't need to protect themselves from. It kind of also represents needing to be grounded because the people on the Tower are falling down to the ground, and the entire Tower is being reduced to its foundation. This is the area of your foundation. So I feel for a lot of you, it's like, yeah, maybe you have already experienced a Tower moment. For others, I feel this is more of just like figurative, kind of a message for you here, Libra. I feel like it's more just saying that some of you, it's like maybe you have protected yourself to a point, but now you're kind of experiencing a Tower moment in the sense that you're coming back down to reality. So in a lot of ways, I kind of feel like you're breaking out of this energy. I actually feel this is a good thing, Libra. In the area of the past, you have the 7 of Swords. This could be why you're protecting yourself. It's like maybe you've been lied to, cheated on, stolen from by a person in the past. I kind of feel like someone, I get more. It doesn't have to be a liar, is what I'd say. In a way, I feel like it is because I get the faker type of energy off of the 7 of Swords. So if you had a person in the past who has put you in this hangman mode, I feel like it's funny that I just said hangman mode because I do feel that you are kind of like stuck in limbo. It's like you're in this in-between world, And that's like the feeling I get from just this, the very beginning, these few cards over here. for you, Libra. And the Seven of Swords, could be a person who presents themselves one way, but they're actually another. So I feel that for a lot of you. I feel like this Seven of Swords is saying that a person presented themselves one way, but it's like their mask started to come off. They started to reveal their true inner self, right? And I feel like in your, this is the area of your near future right here. You have the Five of Cups. So I do feel like you have experienced some disappointments. It's interesting on this deck, all 5 cups have spilt on this 5 of Cups. And so for some of you, that is standing out to me. The Five of Cups to me is actually a good card to me because normally there's a bridge that leads to a castle, and I'm sure you've heard me say it, like when you turn around, you get the bridge and the castle, and we have the castle here as well normally on the Two of Wands, but this could be like a new castle, it's like you're going to a new place, you're going to, somewhere else. So I feel like for some of you, it's time to kind of turn around. For some of you, I almost get more of like a cleaning up vibes from this Five of Cups here. It's like she's kind of, I don't know if this is going to focus here, Libra. I actually can't tell on my iPad right now because it's not working. Mercury Retrograde. Today is the last day of the retrograde, thank God. But, what I would say here is that for some of you, these cups are all spilt in this garden, and the garden looks like a mess. I feel like for some of you, you could be like cleaning up your environment, or that could be a thing that kind of like improves your life or just improves things for you in general. Over the next few months, you have the Knight of Cups, spring. By the way, winter, spring over here. The whole entire thing looks like spring, summer to me. Much better. Even literally on your card right here, I didn't even notice this. Look at this. Here, Libra, you can't make this stuff up. Winter to spring on the Justice card in this deck. So there you go. I feel like some of you, it's like you're coming out of the cold here. This could be new love coming in for you. Could be someone who sweeps you off your feet. Could be a water sign. Water could be any sign. You have Virgo here. You have fire. You always get fire in your readings. So it wouldn't surprise me if it was a fire sign. Could be an Aquarius as well. So, take how it resonates. It is what it is. But I do feel like this could be true love coming in for you over the next few months. If you're not looking for love, I feel like this is kind of more progress for whatever reason. But I feel like it's like you're almost getting something out of nothing. Here's what I mean. Normally on a traditional, I feel like I should have just used a regular Rider-Waite for you because I'm getting drawn to all like the traditional messages here in your reading, Libra. But normally on a traditional Rider-Waite, the Knight of Cups, it's like he's actually in a desert and there's water running in front of him. And it kind of represents the fact that with his imagination, he could create anything he wants, even in a desert, right? It kind of represents the fact that even though he's in a desert, there's still water, which could produce growth, right? So I feel that's like popping into my head for pretty much all of you. Even if you are looking for love outside of love, I feel like the bigger picture meaning here is that you might kind of be in some sort of desert energetically where you feel like you don't have the resources you need. But I actually feel like your imagination is the resource here. Even here, in the area of your closest relationships, you have the Magician, and even though this is the area of your closest relationships, again, the Magician uses all his talents, gifts, skills, and abilities to manifest what he wants. He uses everything he has at his disposal to attract the things that he needs in his life. So I feel for a lot of you that this is kind of like saying that you need to manifest, even though you might be in a desert, right? I feel like you actually could be manifesting quite a bit here with the Magician. I love the Magician for all relationships. Again, this is your closest relationships, so like friends, family, lovers, pretty much everything. Any type of positive relationship. Magician represents equal give and take. It has the figure 8 above the Magician's head there. That's just like, that is infinity. Infinity is just the exchange of energy. It's just putting energy out, getting energy back. So, perfect equal give and take in relationships for you here, Libra. Love it. Next, in the area of your future feelings, I feel like you are feeling good here, Libra. Look, you showing up, the Justice card, and winter to spring. I can't get over that I was basically saying that this whole reading, and I didn't even realize that. Here you go, winter to spring, right here on this Justice card. So I do feel like Justice, I feel like things are going to be balancing out for you big time. And again, kind of interesting as well, like more imagery that could represent getting something out of nothing almost. You have like a bunch of dead leaves and stuff over here, and then a bunch of like living fruit and flowers and stuff on the other side there. So like I said, I do get this feeling from your reading that it's almost like you're able to grow even if you lack the resources, like I was saying with this Knight of Cups. Your outcome is the Page of Wands. Much more fun energy here. I'm sorry, Queen of Wands, by the way. I feel that for a lot of you, there's like a much more fun energy is what I'm getting here, much more playful. Summer energy as well, like I was saying earlier. And I also feel you always get the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is about being bold, being assertive, really going for what you want, which I'm always telling you to do. So I feel like anything you want, it's like going to require you to be more bold, more assertive, and to really go for what you want. A pretty good reading, Libra. We're going to dig into this a little bit, and we're going to see what is going on here. With the first few cards here, you have Ace Wands, definitely needing a new beginning. It's like, again, the guy in the castle at the top of the Two of Wands, it's like he kind of needs a new beginning. There's a village down in the bottom corner of the card as well on the Two of Wands, and it kind of represents the fact that he could be leaving a comfort zone. He could be leaving a place that he has known for a very long period of time. Ace Wands is inspiration, and I feel that's what you are searching for with the Hermit. And you also have the Tower here. The Tower can represent a revelation. It's like a lightning bolt to the top of your head, a sudden realization, right? With the Hermit, you have the Nine of Wands here. I feel like you have to give something one more shot. What here? Something that you have walked away from. For some of you, this could be love. Like maybe you've given up on love, and this could be saying that you might have one more shot in you, and it would probably be worth taking. Again, I'm not going to tell you what to do. You control your own destiny. You can do whatever you want, but I feel like the cards are suggesting that would be a good idea. With the Tower, there you go, boom. I always say, when I get the Tower and the Judgment card together, to me, that is a major wake-up call, a very significant realization. Both cards together are much more powerful than individually. They're both very powerful cards, right? But when you put these two together, to me, it's like a major shock to the system, but usually in a good way. Usually it's like a major wake-up call or a realization that you are having. With the Five of Cups, you have the Eight of Wands. I would get out there and socialize for sure. I kind of get this need to change your habits is what I'm getting here. What I mean by that is it's like sometimes I think if we go through a breakup, for example, we can get into a habit where we just watch tarot all day or where we complain about it all day or whatever. I feel the need to break out of that maybe by socializing with friends and family with the Eight of Wands. So, if you're finding yourself stuck in a place like that, I feel like socializing would be good for you. With the Knight of Cups, you have the Three of Cups, another card of socializing, but could be love as well. The Three of Cups is like a celebration, happiness, good things coming in for you. I definitely feel you're going to be celebrating over the next few months. With the Magician, you have the Queen of Pentacles, resourcefulness. I feel like you get this card a lot as well, Libra. The Queen of Pentacles is about being resourceful. She might not, there's a difference between, having money and being resourceful, right? The Queen of Pentacles is resourceful, and, she kind of stresses the point that maybe you need money for something and you don't have it. She doesn't say, go get the money necessarily. She says there might be another way that you could do something that you're hoping to do that doesn't require money. The Queen of Pentacles could represent maybe she's really good at negotiating and maybe she could negotiate a deal. So, if there's anything you need or if there is some sort of resource that you need at this time, Queen of Pentacles says think more resourcefully, not necessarily financially, right? It could be, by the way. Because the Queen of Pentacles could say maybe you need to purchase something expensive, like a car. And you're like, where am I going to get the money? I need a new car. Queen of Pentacles could say maybe you have something in your attic that you could sell for a lot of money if you look for it. But again, Queen of Pentacles could say maybe you have a talent, gift, skill, or ability that you could monetize that could make you the money. Could also say that maybe you have something else. Maybe you could trade for a car. There's a million things that go on. The Queen of Pentacles requires us to think about it. With the Justice card, you have the Nine of Pentacles, definitely increasing your resources. Another card of the spring, by the way. So that is definitely standing out to me in your reading. I feel like you're stepping into abundance. Even though we're moving into winter, like I said, I feel like you're kind of becoming more abundant. And with the Queen of Wands, you have the Eight of Swords here. Yeah, just don't get stuck doing things one way. Eight of Swords is like seeing only one way of doing things when there could be many ways of doing things. So Eight of Swords kind of says open up. It's a pretty good reading. I feel in a lot of ways, maybe it's not very exciting because I feel like this reading is talking about resources. Like I was saying with the Knight of Cups, it's almost like you're getting resources from something where maybe it doesn't seem like there are resources. It's like you're pulling water out of a desert, right? But the point of the Knight of Cups is the water exists. It's kind of like an illusion. But anyway, Libra, we're going to do 1, 2, and 3. So if you have questions, feel free to pause the video and think about your questions. If you don't, I'm going to put them all together. For question number 1, you have the Knight of Wands. I would say yes, definitely. A lot of excitement coming in for you. Part of me feels it's like this excitement here. Sometimes I think we need the blank slate, the fresh canvas with the Tower and the Judgment card. Major revelation. It could lead to a major Tower moment as well, where maybe we realize we hate our job. So we could cause some upheaval in our life. We could quit. We could go get a new job. We could do whatever, or leave a relationship because of a realization. But it's like fun, or you're having more fun. You're feeling more free. Next, for question number 2, you have the Eight of Wands. I would say yes. Eight of Wands, definitely a good card, so yes. And for question number 3, I would say no. Eight of Swords, stuck energy. So for question number 3, I would say no. Putting it all together, I feel that it's like if you can discover another way of doing things, whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish, you're going to be very successful at this time, Libra. But this is a really good reading. Love it. So thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. But thank you, and definitely enjoy your week.